The county government there in Kisii is running a militia, terrorizing people at night, going to estates, beating up people and so on, with the acquiescence of the police. Because the police know this. And everywhere in the country, you saw online last week what happened here in Allingham 1 month ago on Thika Road. 9 o'clock in the morning, thugs closed the road and terrorized people. We have begun our final descension into chaos. The question now for us as Kenyans is, how do we approach this and what are we going to do? We are beyond condemning, beyond threatening, beyond asking for action. I think for me, beginning now, and I will consult with my colleagues in the opposition, we are going to have a retreat next week, and all Kenyans of goodwill, let us now engage our thoughts and minds on how are we going to deal with this government. Because this is not ordinary business. What you are seeing here is not ordinary business. There are no arrests. The political difference is not a good enough excuse to inflict the kind of loss and pain that we have seen this weekend. And while we are on that, and I will discuss more of this.
The Jubilee Deputy Party Leader, Fred Matiang'i, has cautioned and actually confirmed that Kisii County Governor Simba Arati is running a militia in the county. According to Matiang'i, was giving a presser today morning about the attack of the Linda Mwananchi movement in Homa Bay County yesterday. Matiang'i has said that Kisii County Governor Simba Arati is among the leaders who ferried goons to Homa Bay County to attack the Linda Mwananchi brigades and movement leaders. According to Matiang'i, those who attacked the Linda Mwananchi rally in Kisii at Yogembo, led by their sponsor, that is Nyaribari Church, a member of parliament, has never appeared before the EACC or before any action has never been taken. According to Matiang'i, Simba Arati was among them who sponsored and actually paid the goons to attack the Linda Mwananchi. According to him, he is saying that even this attack that happened in Homa Bay County, Simba Arati ferried goons with vehicles to Homa Bay County to attack them. He's asking the security agencies to move in speed to make sure that those leaders who sponsor, who pay goons for the attack are being apprehended according to the law of Kenya. Matiang'i pia aliuliza serikali iwajibike na kuhakikisha kwamba inafanya kazi na inafanyia mwananchi kazi vile ambavyo inafaa. Kumbuka kwamba Matiang'i ni mmoja wa viongozi ambao wanabania kuwania urais mwaka 2027 na pia ni mmoja wa vigogo katika muungano ule wa The United Opposition na vile vile katika upinzani. Kumbuka pia yeye ni naibu mwenyekiti wa chama cha Jubilee na vile vile is the Jubilee's preferred presidential candidate. Tumsikilize vile ambavyo alikuwa anazungumza leo katika makao makuu ya chama cha Jubilee.
I know like the back of my hand. Unless the management of government has changed in any significant manner, the situation in Homa Bay is one where even the regional police commander should have taken control and taken over the command of what was happening in Homa Bay and assembled resources. I am aware, because that the deployment has not changed. I am aware that in that region, the police have got even special resources. There are border police, there is a GSU. They would have been able to mobilize sufficient resources to address what was happening, but they couldn't, because clearly there was a sense of acceptance on the part of the security forces that ought to have happened. The tragedy of it all is that now we have been warning everybody, and that's why I'm not going to go into those, usual silly niceties of saying we warn, we condemn. We are already in a crisis. We have now begun our final descension into anarchy as a country. Let's not pretend about it. When you look at the scale of destruction, the pain and the losses in Homa Bay, into chaos. The president and his government have chosen. Because ask yourself the question, you can go far back to the attacks Because none of us, you can't terrorize the public as a way of surviving. Because the repercussions are dire. When wananchi begin to respond to this terrorism, to this madness by the state, you will not be able to control the country. You are radicalizing the country to a point where you won't be able to control it. When people rise up against this, it's going to be completely uncontrollable. Because ask yourself the question, these people you are paying, these thugs you are paying and goons and all that, to terrorize your opponents, when they are done terrorizing your opponents, what are they going to do? They are going to turn on you, first of all. They will come to your houses. They will want this money. You are socializing them to a consistent supply of income through crime. And that is not going to be the way of sustaining our country. Finally, because we are in this, and then let's be very honest with each other. We've not been here before as a country. This is unprecedented. It's unusual. And I'm not going to waste my time saying we condemn this in the strongest terms possible. We are done with condemning. How many times are we going to condemn? Memoranda has been taken to the Inspector General of Police. Representation has been done to the parliamentary committees. Faith-based leaders. Because if I am in leadership and people speak to me the way the Conference of Catholic Bishops spoke, I would actually be worried. The PCA bishops and all these people, if you are a leader and your religious leaders in your country speak to you the way these leaders have been speaking, you of course to be concerned and do the right thing. But it's abundantly clear they don't care. They just simply don't care. They're playing for one thing, survival. And nothing matters. The independent institutions will be abused. Security sector institutions will be abused so that one end is achieved, political survival. Unfortunately, the cost is very high. So I take this opportunity, painfully and sadly, to convey our condolences as a party to those who lost their lives yesterday, including a Form 3 student. That's how low we have sunk. Then urge my colleagues in the opposition that time now has come when our sense of commitment to opposition unity is going to be tested. Our sense of patriotism is going to be tested. Our nerves are going to be frayed. Our patience is going to be taxed. And the temptations even to split us are real. What gift could you give this government than seeing opposition leaders either calling each other names in public? We as GP are determined to stay in this for the long haul. We will play our even we ourselves do not like, or things that and discuss them. We will not fall into the trap of breaking the first commandment when you are at war. Thou shalt not turn fire on your compatriot. The challenges we have are coming from one direction, the government of the day, and now is the time for us to cross ranks, work together, and ensure that we do the right thing for the country. I pray that we fall into those temptations of focusing on each other and criticizing each other, and sometimes using language that is intemperate. Patience is being tested. Some of these things are done by government so that we can fight amongst ourselves. We must refuse to walk down that. We as Jubilee are going to refuse to walk down that path. We will work together to ensuring that unity prevails, to ensure that we stay together and move forward to deliver this country challenges it now faces. The worst, the crime and insecurity initiated, supported by elements of government. Finally, before I finish, you wonderful people in the press, I want you to check this on your own. Over the years, when we were in government, we always periodically did a mop-up of small arms in the wrong hands because of where we find ourselves as a country. We have porous borders around us, and we have conflict virtually in every one of our neighborhoods. And because of that, we sustained that practice of mopping small arms and burning them every so often. What is harrowing to me, even with the knowledge I have on how the security sector operates, there were armed people in that Homa Bay meeting, some of them shooting